Hi, welcome to Bella's Yoga Room. I'm Bella. Today we have a heart healing practice. So we are going to be keeping it low to the ground. If you've got a cushion, blanket, grab that, bring it over as an option. I am sitting up on my blanket just to start with, just to help bring those hips a little bit higher, create some more space. So once you've found a comfortable seated position, let's just settle in, slow down, gently closing the eyes if that feels comfortable and safe, or just having a soft gaze down. Allowing the head maybe to bow slightly, just feeling some gentle stretch in that neck. Notice, how is the rhythm of the breath right now? Let's check in. Maybe you've been rushing. Now you're here. Give yourself permission. Or maybe you've been struggling to find motivation, get going. And I commend you for coming and taking this time for yourself. Notice as the eyes are shut, whether you're breathing into the chest, the shoulders, or the tummy. Not judging, there's no right or wrong here, but just noticing where is the breath going. Notice too if your heart is feeling heavy, maybe your shoulders are crouched over. Let's just roll them back and just bring that head up if it was gently bowed, so that the chin is up. Thinking maybe about a string pulling all the way from the base of the spine all the way up. Allowing that energy to run smoothly. Let's roll those shoulders back again. Big inhale and then exhale. One more big inhale and exhale, opening those eyes. We're going to start again just to encourage that chest to open up. Just going to bring the fingers and interlace them just behind the base of the spine there. Noticing how that feels. That might feel really vulnerable. Elbows can be soft here, they don't need to lock out. Maybe lift the chin a little bit higher, create some space in that throat. And then let's gently release that. Placing that right hand on the left knee. Gentle twist over to that left side, looking to your left. Coming back over to the other side, to the right now. Left hand's on that right knee. Back to center. And we're going to start doing just a little bit of movement with that chest too. So this can be small movements, but we're going to think about bringing that chest over and then coming forward and then tucking in that tummy, sort of arching that back like you're in a cat pose and then coming forward. So going all the way around, and this can be just a really small movement, or you might find you really want to get into it. So we are warming up. Let's take it slow, nice and slow. And that exhale then, as you're at the back, inhaling as that chest is coming forward. Exhale. Inhale, coming forward. Last time going this way. And let's change directions, coming clockwise now. Whatever is the opposite of what you were just doing. Exhale. Inhale, bring that chest forward and coming back. Got all sorts of creaks and cracks happening. Just nice and slow in your own time. And last time. And then coming back over, so the head is now in line with that spine. Bringing the hands up as you inhale, and we're going to cross the left arm underneath, so the right arm's on top here, crossing at those elbows, and then bringing the hands, either the backs of the palms or palm to palm, sort of in eagle arms here. Think about bringing those elbows up, and then letting the shoulders sink down. Nice deep breaths here, feeling that tension across the back of the shoulders. You don't want to be hurting yourself here. Invitation to maybe fold down if you would like to. You can always have a block here. And then using that core, let's come all the way up. Unravel and open the arms. We're going to interlace those fingers behind. So the left thumb is on top for me here. Again, lifting that chin slightly, creating that openness. And then let's release it. Arms to a T. This time we're going to put right arm underneath. Eagle arms on the other side. Inhale, those elbows are coming up. Exhale, the shoulders are sinking down. Keep breathing here. When our heart can feel heavy, that tendency to want to protect, and so this might feel safe, or you might even feel all that tension you've been holding in the shoulders as your body tries to protect you. And maybe folding down, invitation. Arms don't need to come down to the ground. It's bowing that head again as that sign of surrender to the body. What does the body need to let us know? And then coming up, opening those arms out, right thumb on top this time as we're interlacing, chin slightly up, creating that opposite action there, creating space. And letting go gently. Let those arms come down. Shifting over here to all fours. So maybe just place your blanket, pillow, whatever props you've got. Let's just put that over to the side. You can come back to that. Hello, little spider. Okay. Hands are going to be under those shoulders. Knees under the hips. Couple cat-cows here. Again, opening up in that chest. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to place that elbow just down where the hands were. Step those knees slightly back. And then allowing the hips just to rest back, and maybe bringing that forehead down to the ground here into our puppy pose. Having the head lower than the heart as a sign of recalibrating, surrendering to the body wisdom. Sometimes we can sort of cut ourselves off from the feelings, physical sensations of the body if it feels too overwhelming. We're really then making it hard to actually make changes. So we do need to listen to those, to what's happening in order for them to process and to move through rather than staying stagnant. Okay, coming back forward. Let's lift those hands and back to the hands. And we're going to step the left foot forward. And then coming arms up into a low lunge here. Hands can also be on the hips. If up high feels a bit strong, again, thinking here, roll those shoulders back. Have that chest open. Just going to have the arms up just for a moment as we then open out to that left side here, creating that twist. And then right hand is coming down to the ground, twisting deeper into that left side there. Option 2 here to pick up that right back foot. Create a little bit more of a quad stretch too into that hip and hip flexor. Hello, right thigh. Keep breathing. And then really gently letting go so it doesn't just slingshot back. Hands coming to frame that left foot. Maybe walk them back and then straightening out that left leg into that hamstring stretch here. Rolling forward and then stepping that foot back. Let's bring that right foot forward. Arms coming up. Or option again to have those hands at the hips. Rolling the shoulders back, creating that space across the chest. Arms up, and then we're twisting over to the right side. Nice deep breaths here. And then left hand is coming down. Right hand up to the sky. You could always bring that right hand to the hip if it's a bit strong for you today. And also option to get those left toes. No yoga pose lasts forever. No discomfort lasts forever. These are signals. This is information. You can cope through this. And then let's let go. Bring that right hand down. And then rocking back. Coming to that right hamstring stretch now. Again, having a soft, gentle bend there. Rocking forward and then stepping that right foot back, knees together. Let's bring those knees nice and wide, toes touch, hands out in front, and just letting those hips melt down onto the heels of the feet. Arms stretching out long. Option, if you want it, you could always bring your pillow, blanket, and come sort of give that a bit of a cuddle. Nice deep breaths here. And if you do have that cushion, just going to move that gently off to the side again. Bring those arms back out long. Walk those hands over to the left side, creating that side body stretch there in the right. Big deep breath. Let it go. Let's walk over to the right side. Create that side body stretch now on that left side. And letting go. Bringing the hands back to center. Lifting up those hips. Coming to sit down. Legs nice and long. Bring that cushion, blanket, pillow, whatever you got. Arms nice and long as we're then folding over. And so those cushions can be right over on your tummy, on your knees, to bring your knees up to your head. So option to sort of have a bit of a play, find what feels cozy. We are going to hold this just for a little bit. So reaching forward. Keep breathing here. If you need to make some modifications, you can. Notice any tension. Try and direct the breath towards those parts. Notice if you're holding on, can you let go? Knees can be bent as much as they need to create some space. You could always have the cushion underneath those knees as well, if you're feeling any pressure there. Couple more breaths. And let's come slowly back up. Roll those shoulders. Placing our pillow. You might want to use it as a pillow for your head. And then just slowly coming to lie down. And you can have the knees and the feet nice and wide and just allow the knees to fall in and rest. You can also have legs nice and long, straight as a classical Shavasana. Invitation to maybe place one hand over the heart or two, or one hand can stay on the belly. Closing the eyes if they're not already shut. Noticing the sensations in the body. Noticing any warmth in the chest. Thinking about your heart that works all day, all night, every second of your life. What does your heart need today? What can you give your heart and yourself? The first step is just listening. If we don't listen, we don't know what we need. And trusting that you are enough and you are able to care for your heart and for yourself. Let's take one big deep breath together and letting go. Maybe bringing the knees, creating a little bit of movement. If you would like to, maybe just hug those knees into the chest if that feels good for you. Or just allowing those knees to roll over to one side. Pushing up. And then coming to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.